Here we are with the Flash MP3 player with scrubber controls provided by masterflash.net. This video is only a sample video showing you bits and pieces of what's a part of the entire 2 to 3 hour tutorial that we have located on masterflash.net. This particular tutorial is very slick, very dynamic. Full scrub controls along with fast forward, rewind scrub controls, and that is not like going fast forward to the next track or rewind to the previous track. That is literally fast forwarding and rewinding through the actual playhead of the current track that's playing. Very good stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop you in the beginning of part 2. Alright, part 2, real fast, just to give you a quick reminder if you're going to start in the starting files. Alright, what I would do is make sure that if you're going to use the starting file for the scripts, just make sure that you rename this as this, and of course be sure to duplicate this. That way you can refer to my user files. However, I will create a couple of extra ones just like this one that you can refer to if you accidentally delete something. Alright, so we left off after writing some of our button scripts. Okay, so we can go ahead and set this up to get this going somewhere for moving forward and moving backwards. Alright, so let's go ahead and start this up by saying protected function enter underscore frame opening parentheses event colon event closing parentheses colon void opening bracket. Excuse me. Alright, so we can say if opening parentheses snd underscore channel equals null closing parentheses opening bracket. I'm going to say return just to kind of leave it there. Closing bracket. Alright, and now is how we can set up the actual act of moving forward and moving backward. Alright, and what we're going to say is if opening parentheses moving underscore forward closing parentheses opening bracket, and we're going to create a new variable here, var sliding underscore forward underscore position colon number equals snd underscore channel dot position. Alright, and I'm going to base this plus 250 because that is the width of my player. Now that's how I generally write it. A lot of people differ on this. I don't think it makes that big of a deal. However, I just usually base this on the length of my track or the length of the scrubber boundaries. Okay, semicolon, next line. What we can say is if opening parentheses sliding underscore forward position is greater than list underscore of underscore tracks opening straight bracket track underscore index closing bracket dot length closing parentheses opening bracket. Alright, so basically what we're saying there is if the sliding forward position is really greater than our track index, basically meaning possibly the next track, alright, or the end of the track rather. So we want to say there's a bad definition of it. If opening parentheses playing closing parentheses opening bracket, alright, we want to say track underscore position equals sliding underscore forward position semicolon. We're going to stop the track, opening closing parentheses, semicolon. Then we're going to play track, play underscore track, opening parentheses, track underscore position, closing parentheses, semicolon, next line, closing bracket, next line, else. This is a regular else statement, so make sure you don't put it in here. Alright, make sure it's on the next line. Else if we're going to say opening parentheses scrubber underscore btn dot x. Is that right? Is of course greater than or equal to opening parentheses scrubber underscore boundaries dot x plus opening parentheses scrubber underscore boundaries dot width minus scrubber underscore btn dot width. Alright, we need to close this with two closing parentheses and a third closing parentheses with a opening bracket also. All right. Let me just double check that to make sure we're on point here. Okay. All right, next line. Say scrubber underscore btn.x. All right, plus sign equals 1 semicolon. Next line. Track underscore position. Track underscore position equals opening parentheses, another opening parentheses. We've got a another little equation in here. Scrubber underscore boundaries. No, I'm sorry. Scrubber underscore btn dot x divided by opening parentheses scrubber underscore boundaries dot width minus scrubber underscore btn dot width closing parentheses asterisk list underscore of underscore tracks. We need to reference the current track that it's on, track underscore index, closing straight bracket dot length, closing parentheses semicolon. All right, next line. That is the end of the sample video for the Flash MP3 player with scrubber controls. To locate the source files and the rest of the video tutorial, go ahead and head towards masterflash.net. I hope you enjoy it.